Okay, I still owe you to show the remaining plugins, EQ plugins. I promised in part 1 and I will explain them now in part 3. The next plugin is the UAD SSL channel strip. As I mentioned in part 1, this channel strip is very apt to bring tracks to the front, to bring instruments to the front, and I will give you a showcase now. I'm going to start the example track. Okay, now I will switch off the SSL channel strip, and you will hear that the non-distorted guitar, the clean guitar, is disappearing a bit in the mix. Okay, and I will switch on and off such that you can hear the difference. Now I switch it off. Okay, I hope you heard the difference. And now with solo mode, to get a more, clear impression of the effect. Okay, I'm starting without. Oh, sorry, wrong track. Oh, I need the clean guitar. Okay, here we are. And now with the EQ. Okay, I guess you heard it. The effect of the EQ is quite obvious. Okay, now for the last EQ plugin I wanted to showcase to you. It's from Melda Productions, and okay, just for demonstration purposes I'm putting it on the mix bus. Okay, where is it? Here we are. EQ, it's called M equalizer. Okay, and as I already showed in part 2, I will mix the mono part and the stereo part with midband, sideband separately with this EQ. And for this purpose, with the Melda plugins, we need 2 plugins, one for the midband and one for the sideband. Okay, I'm going to open another one. Right. So we need the 2 now. Here they are. Okay, the trick is now to go into the settings and use the routing options. And here you can see the channel modes. And if I want to process the mono content, as you can read here, I press the mono button, and now this EQ is only applied on the mono content of the track, or is processing the midband. And I'm doing the opposite thing now with the other EQ. I press stereo. Now this EQ will only process the stereo content. Okay, I'm going to run the track now in a loop, and as I showed in part 2, I will push up the bass with the mono equalizer and give some high and some air with the stereo equalizer. Okay, turning that off. Let's use this one, for example. Now for the stereo part. By the way, here you can configure your equalizer bands, and I'm choosing a high shelf. Here it is. And you can adjust the shelving filter with these buttons. This is resonance. Okay. And hopefully we hear the difference. Now for demonstration purposes I exaggerated a bit, but I think you can hear the effect. Before I conclude this tutorial, I'd like to show you the sonogram. It's a quite cool feature. I will switch it on here. And you can also switch on the analyzer. I will use it on this plugin. What? Okay, now you can see a graphical analyzer and at the same time the sonogram. Okay, before we are done, I'd like to mention the really mind-boggling modulation features of these Melder plugins. I advise that you open their website, or you can go to the YouTube channel. There are lots of tutorials how to use these modulation features, and they are, in short words, incredible. Okay, that's it for my equalizers. Thanks for your attention and goodbye.